and after a long week of insanity, we return now to our comfort food show. Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with One Punch Man. Last time on One Punch Man, we had unyielding justice. I don't know why I decided to say it like that, but you know what? That's what it deserves, because we got the continuation and conclusion of the battle with the Deep Sea King. Genos trying to defeat him, but was pretty badly beaten because of his acid spit stuff. But not to worry, Moomin Rider was here to save the day. But he was not strong enough, and he knew he was not strong enough, but that didn't matter to him. What mattered was that he was there. And then Saitama came in and was like, hey man, you did good. And he defeated the Deep Sea King, and there were people there. Well, there was one guy there who was like, oh, well, these heroes, they shouldn't even tried. We should have just waited for this guy to show up. He's being a real dick. So Saitama took it upon himself to say, good. It's a good thing that all these heroes wore this guy down for me. So basically making sure that everyone got the credit that they deserved. Then afterwards, Saitama was moved up to rank 1 of Class C. And because of that, he was offered a chance to be in Class B, which he also accepted. And the Hero Association was basically like, okay, we don't really know if this guy's a fake or anything, but let's see how he fares in Class B. And if he really is a fake, then it's going to show. If he's not a fake, then hey, we have a good hero here. And then there was an after-credits scene of Enyaba basically saying that there was a god-level threat on the horizon, something that could destroy the entire human race, basically. So I think that's leading us into a 3-part finale. I'm very curious to see what this threat is going to be and how our heroes are going to deal with it. So yeah, that was pretty much that. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. This is also where I say if you want to watch my reaction to this episode of One Punch Man, what you're going to have to do is head down in the description or to the pinned comment. Click on the link there. That will take you over to the reaction. You can watch it just like a normal reaction. And when you're done with that, you can pop right back over here to this video for the discussion. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into this episode of One Punch Man. Here we go. Alrighty, that's episode 10. That is very interesting. Man, just coming off of last episode with, so much so much great stuff for heroes, Like, it was so great for heroes. For Genos, Saitama, and Moomin Rider. To move over to the Class S heroes, who all kind of suck, They all kind of suck in their own special ways. It's a bit jarring. It makes me wish we still had Moomin Rider, even though there's not a damn thing he could do in this. I would rather have him because he's a hero, I just bumped into the table, probably knocked the microphone too. My bad. Now, I like Silverfang. I do like Silverfang. To an extent, I like, I still don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Puri-Puri Prisoner. I probably haven't been saying that right for 3 weeks now, but still. He's entertaining at least, But the whole thing, Tornado's okay. Okay, I don't know why I said it so strange. Tornado's okay. Said that like Nicolas Cage, okay? Nicolas Cage. Tornado's okay. I don't know. I guess she's like a tsundere hero. It's very weird. I feel like she'd save someone and be like, it's not like I like you or anything. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. They're definitely sort of all up their own asses on stuff, because they're the top. They're the best. They're the 17 best heroes. Meanwhile, Saitama's already gone into the ship and is starting to kill people, starting to save the day. I don't know. It's just so odd, Like, out of everyone in Class S, none of them really seem to be heroes, I don't know, like when you say the top, you know what I expect? I expect All Might or Saitama. It's like I expect these heroes to be at number 1. Well, now, okay, at the best. We still have not seen the number 1 hero. Class S rank 1. We still don't know who that is. We know that Silver Fang is rank 3 and Tornado is rank 2. Now, it's interesting when they say it's like, oh, you be careful, he'll kill you. And it's like, but she's rank 2. She should be better than him, right? And of course, then it's also funny when, he's talking to Jen. It's like, no, she'll kill you. And it's like, what is wrong with you people, I don't know. So, let's see. Okay, so I wrote down the Terror Lizard Clan. That turned out to be nothing. So, I said at the beginning, it's like, oh, this is kind of like an arc or something, like a running theme. Like we have the Subterraneans. Excuse me. We have the Subterraneans, then the Deep Sea King, and now the Terror Lizard Clan. Nope, Terror Lizard Clan not of any use. They don't do anything. So, we get a bit more of Tornado in this episode. Tornado and again, not leaving a ton to the imagination. Like I know, okay, yeah, The important parts are, covered up, but still, that skirt is ridiculous. It just is, But yeah, but we do get the information that she is rank 2, and Silver Fang is rank 3, and we pretty much get to know almost all but one of the Class S heroes, which was the next thing I wrote down. So that was pretty cool, just seeing them all. And I like, they're all pretty different and stuff. At first when we see... I think he was the 4th ranked. I don't remember men. I pretty much don't remember their names. But the samurai guy, it was interesting because at first, it's like, oh, he's kind of being a dick. He's not being, nice to Saitama, who's Class B. But he does say it's like, hey, I acknowledge power. And yeah, that is kind of a dick thing to do. But it's like, hey, if you make it to Class S, if you are as good as Silver Fang says and you make it to Class S, then I will acknowledge you. It's like, okay, I guess I can kind of get that. He's not... It's not that he's really trying to be a dick, but, I guess he has standards, Tornado was kind of... Again, Tornado kind of being like the tsundere hero, basically. It's like, just sort of laying into Saitama just for existing there, So, yeah. And of course, that's the ironic thing, is all of this is, all these Class S heroes, and they're barely doing anything. Saitama's already gone in, and he's headed for the boss. Like, we have 2 episodes left of the season, and he's already going for the boss, So, that's just pretty funny. We had the talk about Madame Shibabua, not Shibuya. Isn't Shibuya a place in Japan? I think it is. Shibabua, that was it. Madame Shibabua, which is interesting. I called her Enyaba just because it's kind of similar to Enyaba on JoJo. But anyway, but that was interesting. Just saying, it's like, well, just the fact that it's like, okay, the Hero Association actually did call on her a number of times, and all of her predictions were right. It's like, it's just kind of odd because we have I don't want to say this is grounded or anything. Obviously, One Punch Man is maybe one of the most ungrounded shows. But just the thought of having just a fortune teller, just a fortune teller who does actually make accurate predictions. But I guess that could just be her power. She's just not a hero. She was a fortune teller. I don't know. It's just interesting, when these dudes in suits come in and talk about this fortune teller. So. But that was pretty interesting. And yes, she did predict trouble for the Earth. And then promptly proceeded to choke on a cough drop. I thought that was just kind of funny. It's like, I thought it was like, oh, she had a heart attack from, the distressing fortune. It's like, I mean, yeah, she was distressed, but then she just choked on a cough drop. It's like the dumbest sort of way to die, honestly, So that was interesting. And yeah, City A was completely demolished. So, okay, 3 episodes ago when the meteor came, I was like, oh man, is it aliens? And it's like, oh no, it's not aliens. It's probably not going to be aliens on this show. Well, lo and behold, there's aliens on this show. Aliens are here. Like the Thanos ship came down, basically, and just wiped out City A. That's crazy, man. That is just so insane. But, I mean, that was really cool, and they make for an interesting enemy. And, honestly, this does open up the possibility of, you know, just a ton of more villains. Because that's the thing is, you know, all these villains have to come from Earth, basically. You know, they have to come from somewhere, even though Saitama doesn't care where they, you know, what their backstory is. They have to come from somewhere. So introducing the aspect of aliens means that you can have just a ton of villains with different possibilities, you know? So I like that. That was pretty cool. And not only are they aliens, but at least the one on the ground was able to reform itself, which is interesting. And I don't remember, were they able to defeat it? I don't think so, but they were holding it off. Rank 4 was able to hold it off, at least. But it seemed like, you know, when Saitama was going through, there was just, like, none of the aliens in there were like that guy, and then Saitama was just, you know, blowing them away with the one punch, you know? But yeah, I also wrote down just heroes, because, like, yeah, these heroes, they're not the best examples of what you would think a hero would be. You know, they're not like All Might, but they're not, you know, not Endeavor or anything like that. It's like, okay, they're just sort of people, you know? It's, I don't know, they're not exactly heroes like All Might or Saitama or Genos. It's like, I don't know. And maybe, I don't know, I guess we haven't had enough of them. We haven't seen enough of them. Because, I mean, the rank 4 guy, you know, he was going in being heroic and stuff. But just the interactions and stuff, maybe it's just because of Tornado, because she seems like the least heroic of all of them. Like, she, like, no matter what comes up, she always seems annoyed by everything, you know? And maybe that's just her personality, but I don't know, it just seems so weird because she is the rank 2 hero. Class S rank 2, you know? But yeah, but Saitama's already on his way to the boss, so I don't know if we're just going to resolve everything in the next episode, and then episode 12 is just like an aftermath episode. I have no idea what we're going to be doing for the next 2, but I think it's about to go down, so I'm very excited for it. But that's pretty much it. Good episode, and I am curious to see where we are going from here. So with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my One Punch Man reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.